So what is going on, guys, and welcome back to episode number 2 of the AC Milan Super League career mode, or the Milan career mode, or the Super League career mode, whatever you guys want to call it. We are back with episode number 2, and I know you guys were quite excited about seeing this video, mainly because it is the first video where you're going to see me with the competitive games, and hopefully we will be able to get off to a good start. And the person standing in our way was Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah, that's right. Tottenham Hotspur, my club, were the ones standing in my way. And we got off well to a good start here. Was El Shaarawy trying a side-footed shot, but Brad Friedel managed to save that. The reason why Tottenham put out a weaker side than normal is because lots of players were on international duty, and we were also missing Sabata from the centre back position. So straight from the just before half time, actually, Abate gets through, has a wonderful shot with his right foot, and he puts it past Brad Friedel into the back of the net. So we were now 1-0 up against Tottenham, and that was our first goal of this series, and it was quite a beauty as well. So I was very happy to get off to such a good start, and especially my right back scoring. He'd probably be one of the last person I would expect scoring in this game. But they do come very close here, but a wonderful clearance there from my centre-back. Some very sloppy defending there. We give the ball away, they get lucky with the deflection. Harry Kane finds some space inside the box, and I'm afraid he's not going to be missing from there, and he slots that into the back of the net, which leaves me in not the best of states. We were then 1-1. We were drawing. We wasn't doing too bad. We were playing quite well, but straight after that we get off to a very good start, playing the ball to Balotelli. Balotelli cuts back inside on his right foot. A wonderful shot with his right foot, puts it past referee, and we were back in front. So we were then doing a very good job of this, and Mrs. Brown's Boys just starting on the TV. So that's the question for today. Do you guys like Mrs. Brown's Boys? So we were then approaching, but Gareth Bale, with such a good player he is, showing his cool, chips over Abate, and I just couldn't believe it that they'd gone and scored such a brilliant goal, especially through my favourite player, playing for my favourite team, which is obviously Gareth Bale. And well, like I just said, he's my favourite player, and I love everything about him, and every time I watch him it just inspires me to be like him. Obviously I'm not going to be like him because I'm a goalkeeper, but the game ended up 2-2, so it wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst either. So we got off to a reasonably good start. It was away from home as well, so I'm not too bothered about that. Our second game was up against Inter Milan. Yes, that's right, it was our rivals, our biggest rivals. We were playing at our home ground, even though it's pretty much like them playing at the home ground as well, because we both play at the San Siro Stadium. But could we do it? A very good start from Niang with a lovely Ronaldo chop, comes inside, but a reasonably good save from the Milan keeper there to deny us from getting our goal that we desperately needed to try and put the pressure on Inter Milan, sorry. But El Shaarawy doing very well with some lovely skill, cuts back inside on his right foot, has a shot, and it ends up in the back of the net. We were 1-0 up against our rivals, and we were ecstatic. 12 minutes, sorry. I'd love it to be 12-0. But after the 12th minute, we had gone 1-0 up. But Diego Milito does very well, puts a lovely ball in the box. They get a nice header on it, and it goes underneath Abate to put them back on level terms. So we were now 1-1, but the pressure didn't get to us. We decided to keep going, and Boateng here plays a lovely ball through to Balotelli. Balotelli cuts back inside on his right foot, right-footed shot, blasts it into the bottom right corner, pretty similar to the goal that he scored against Tottenham. A very good goal it was, and we were now back in front. So the joy was re-sparked in the crowd, and we were off to another very good start, and we were now winning 2-1. Could we hold on? Yes, we could. We even made it even better with Balotelli scoring another beautiful goal. Well, He nearly scored another beautiful goal because the keeper makes a very, very good save. We put a lovely ball in the box, and this time Boateng gets up with the header and slots it past the Inter Milan keeper. I must admit, in the transfer period that's opening up, there are 3 players that I'm hoping to buy. I'm hoping to buy a centre-back, which hopefully will be the likes of Dante, because I love Dante. I've never played with him, but I think he's such a good player. I'd also like Paulinho to be in the team. I don't know whether I'll be able to achieve that, but the last player I'd like is to replace my goalkeeper. Even though Abate has done very, very well, or Abiate. The reason why I want to change him is because he's 34 years old and his stats are going to start going down soon. And when his stats start going down, I don't want to leave it too late, and because if I leave it too late, then it will just become a disaster and I will completely go downhill. But by this stage, we were 3-1 up, and straight from our substitutions, the Inter Milan goalkeeper takes a good goal kick up the pitch. Abate does very well to win the header. It comes to Pazzini. Pazzini plays a good ball through to De Jong. De Jong does very well to keep the ball there. A lovely ball through to Boateng. Boateng on his least favourite left foot, puts a lovely cross in the box. Balotelli with a good header, a good save from the Inter Milan keeper, but Boateng manages to slot it into the back of the net, and we were now 4-1 up against our main rivals, and I just could not describe the emotions at this stage, especially because I thought I was going to lose this. I thought I was going to get hammered, but instead it was the other way around, and I was actually hammering them. But a keeper, or it comes off the underside of the crossbar. Robinho does well to get the header, has one touch, right footed shot, blasts it into the back of net. 5-1. I just couldn't believe it. 5-1 up against Inter Milan is some dream come true, and we were doing it, and obviously we're not going to lose now. After scoring that in the 81st minute, I don't think we will go on to lose that now, because our defence aren't too bad, to be honest, but I still think they need improving, because an 81 and a 79 is not good enough. Saying that, my Spurs squad has got an 81 and a 79, but that also needs improving because it's just not good enough, and I'm conceding too many stupid goals that I shouldn't be conceding. And with better defences, like with my Chelsea defence, you don't seem to concede them stupid goals. So our last game in this episode was up against Arsenal at the Emirates, and Arsenal are such a hard team to play, but Boateng does well to try and get a little bit of space, and he gets some space, but the deflection was on it. Mexes does well to get up, but a reasonably comfortable save for Chesney. But Chamak was through, but a wonderful save from Abiate keeps us on level terms at the moment in time. And Niang does very well here to use his speed to get past Montalivo, manages to depossess the ball, and Balotelli does very well to cut through on his left foot, has a wonderful shot with his left foot, but the keeper makes a very, very good save, and unfortunately we couldn't get our hold on it because they out-jumped us to get their head on it. But they get through, and they play a nice ball across, and they were now 1-0 up. Chamak was the one that got the goal in the 33rd minute, and it didn't look good for us because they were all over us, to be honest, and my defence didn't look very good, as they never really look very good. But we got off, we tried to fight back with Balotelli having a very good shot, but Chesney does well to get his hands on that to deny us from getting the goal that we desperately needed to get back on level terms. But right at the end of the game, 90th minute, Balotelli cuts back inside on his left foot, has a shot, and it ends up in the back of the net. 1-1, the game ended up, and we were very happy. And we are now actually approaching the end of this episode because the game did end up 1-1. So I really hope you enjoyed the second episode of the AC Milan career mode. Let me know if you enjoyed it, like you always do. Because you know how much I like it when you let me know, like when you put great video, etc. Can we hit a huge 10 likes for this video? And yeah, that's it really. So don't forget, you can also follow me on Twitter, and I hope to see you next time on whatever that episode might be. Bye bye.